This is a message to Donald Trump. Not just a few days ago, an 11-year-old little girl in Gainesville, Texas, her name was Joselyn Roo, took her life.
Yes, guys, Oliver Lifestyle, J.A., and you don't know Oliver Unfiltered, J.A. Normally when I do a content writer, so I'm mostly on TikTok. It's been a while, I really to deal TikTok, like say, continue over there and, but I don't know. We're going to do it still. Guys, me just have to talk about it. This is about Donald Trump. The guy who behaves as if his him named Goliath, And we know what happened to Goliath in the long run. We know what happened to him if that story is true. But anyway, to be honest with you guys, Donald Trump come to divide the world. The man come with division to divide. See? He come with subtraction too. You see me? Because some people are going up take with themselves, because of certain likes, certain reason. See? People have to looking at themselves. The man want the Cuban them for left Jamaica, the Cuban doctors them. For left Jamaica and go back to Cuba. A man want our Jamaican government to do that. From all these years, from manly days. Me remember the Cuban. And the Cuban then built Osemati High School where they over Spanish Town, right? That's at the roundabout where the RGD office is. Across from there, so Cuban built that. We remember the relationship with Michael Manley and Castro had back in the days. We remember the friendship. Okay? We remember the friendship. I once had a Cuban doctor, good doctor. I remember at one point meeting our accident, jump off one roof in our night before day. Not night before day, like night before day? No, one evening dust up. We used to my first skill was tying steel, tying mutton on top of the decking. And you have a lower side. Why it become a lower side is because of the sun. Them dump some sand at one side of the house. So I could have just jump off of the roof and jump in the sun. So when I do a bop in the dust up, I couldn't see what going on there because I don't know who did work around there. Jump off of the roof and jump right down on the steel. Right against my foot, it just slide up through my foot bottom, through my shoes. And come out right against my ankle. Guys, you see when time, I never get no money at the time. And you see when I go down to the doctor, was a Cuban. Two of them. The man who responsible for the medical place, the medical office, that man study medicine and become a good, successful doctor. He's an elder. So him send for Cuban doctors to come work for him. And Virgin, he said for me get that wound, I saw come and meet the Cuban doctor. White like a chalk. And I saw come me and him become friends, and when I went in, it was an emergency. Me tell him say, yo, me not have no money right now, you know. And the man say, when he look at me doctor and say, Oliver, don't worry yourself. Come, let us work on you. My friend a day there, me and a virgin, I not become virgin. So till then go, we're gonna Santo Domingo. And show them love enough money. That guy love enough money. Never take him doctor work serious in getting some problem. Go do time at Santo Domingo. Me never see him back again. And that virgin have some nice ways about him. The man just get up and call me out of the blues, coming up at my number. Oliver, you good or you stay? You have money? I say, I'm low man, I don't have no money, but me a hold on. Come link me. You see me? And I hit that. Good virgin. End up make me know him wife and all them things there. So the Cubans them and Jamaicans aren't enemies. We are not enemies. And most of the Caribbean country in the Caribbean, we go. What me say now, we heritage is similar. The same coconut drops, the same fried dumpling what we call Johnny cake, you know, the torta, the molasses, all of them are authentic stuff there. The Cuban know about it. Them know about that. Them know about blue jazz same way, you know. The only thing is that them speak Spanish because they weren't colonized by the English. Any country that was colonized by the English are going to speak English. See? But guys, when the Cubans them never have any hot water. Never. And our ears, when I tell about Mike and Manley, days. Because Siago in them time there was more for United States. But Manley was one of the die-hearted type of prime minister where down to earth too. Where him come and tell Jamaican people, say, listen, with a farm with food and eat with food. Never forget that. So when me see 2025, me see a president where I go come and tell our Jamaican Prime Minister, say, him fi run out the Cuban them, run out the Cuban doctors them out of Jamaica. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna send some American doctors in Jamaica? Are they gonna take care of us? A long time America always want to dictate to Cuba, and it cause problem because them send a man named Batistuta to come run Cuba. Run Cuba. You hear that? And we think happen. Castro tell himself say, him nah work with that. Him nah work with that. So Castro run where? And go up in the hills because them have jungle too, you know. Cuban big, you know, guys. Run where go in the hills, go farm him one platoon, him own gang, him own soldiers, him train. Him get help. I think, if I'm not wrong, Russia and them supposed to have good understanding. I think, if I'm not wrong, because at one point, one of the time when Castro and one of them president there have a little, I don't remember if a Bush, you know. I think a Bush, you know. And some little talking and make like they don't want to send all a missile over Cuba, and Cuba, they know, say, yo, if you ever try that. But at the same time, Russia intervene and pay them. Say, listen, if you don't touch them, we are only in a problem. The history I give you know, when I hear, you know, it can go so, and it cannot go so, and it can nearly go so. So anybody will know when I attack, can jump in same way. you can make corrections too. You know what I mean? So, what you think? My brethren say Oliver are my two best favorite firearm when me use as a soldier before become, well, even before, because him tell me say Oliver, when I was as a doctor studying for medicine, I was a soldier. The man say Oliver, my favorite weapon was Beretta and AK-47. And him tell me say the Russian made, and I so come remember say Russia and them did have a good understanding back then. Guys, a long time America not really, them not inner Cuba. When Obama was here, when Obama was president, Obama got Cuba and then welcome him. And of course, I don't know, say, black and white, they are Cuba. It's a mixed thing. And at the same time, them welcome the man, the black man, first black president, even though the world have it that he was a puppet in the White House, because the White House is not granted for a black man to in control of. But the whole thing was like a setup. Mouth say a lot of things. Sometimes to the amount of mouth we talk, you can't know if you believe, but mouth attack. Anyway, guys, when we do some bam now and looking at the whole saga and everything, this man a come and say, what we are going to do without Cuban doctors? Cuban doctors full up all the hospital them help us for all over the years, them help us. Saying? Same like the Chinese too, you know, guys. Because the Chinese help Jamaican people to become independent. As much as the made in China things them not that strong, but what black people hustle from it and gain from it. The only thing for me when me not like is that me always have a feeling as if China one day are going to take over Jamaica and have it as their own, or it might be happening already and we don't know. But based upon me see Chinese, some of them deal with Jamaican people. Hey, go suck your mother, right? Go suck. I say, wait, then I will give them that the authority if you tell Jamaican about fi suck mother. Everybody have them mouth to say yes, of course, because all we are human being and Ray. Chinese man sit high and look low, always in a business place. At one point, enough people never know the Chinese was slave to, you know, at one point in a slavery, you know. But at the same time, based upon how them behave and conduct themselves, it come like they come to Jamaica cause slavery. Automatically slavery don't finish. It's just that they not get a whip. But slavery not finish because all what we gain from doing the work for the Chinaman have a way to take it back from you because you have to eat. You have to eat. You see me I say? But this is not about the Chinaman. But I will say, them do large investment in Jamaica, the Chinese them. The Chinese government spend large investment. Them invest largely in Jamaica. The roads them especially. Saying America never see it that way there. And we are no nobody neither. We are no nobody. When once we were somebody, we are nobody again because we don't want nothing. There was once a rice mill and then demolish it. There was once backside where say yes, Yeah, man, I feel we backside and rare. And I feel we plant, and I feel we the sugar company, all them thing there. What we won? We no won all that thing like the airport. So it's as if Jamaica would have gone to the dogs because based on the amount of things where happen, where Jamaica not no money for pay back, Jamaica have to swap out the things them where we have. If it squits out the money them and thing there. You see all IMF, then say, many even remember what them they say about the IMF. If they don't pay it, you know. That was one of the biggest headache Jamaica could have strike Jamaica. The IMF. And when them come and read the budget, just remember the same IMF, the budget we read, are the same money there where them are trying to squeeze from we, the citizens of Jamaica. End up have to pay back the IMF. So who rob up that? Who rob up them money there from way back? Where them the money there? Guys, when you know say me know what me talk say, you know. I don't know, you know. You don't take chicken if you understand what is going on, because you have some people you can't hold a conversation with them. So when me look and see, oh, this guy, this yellow guy, coming now to divide us. Because once you take talk, if you say, listen, you have to get rid of that Cuban right away. Cuban and we not going to be no friend again. I ask Christ, and know me know that. Because it's Cuban and I look at Cuba and say you bow. And then again when you look, USA can lock off the shipping port from us. Then based upon from my understanding, some visa thing, or if you come in where it's like if we run out of Cuban them, he will allow us to get visa then. Something like that. Because I just glimpse them, you know, sit down and rehearse it, you know. Because I said, I sit down and rehearse it, I would have come out with it on a different level. But I don't rehearse it, I just glimpse and listen one little thing and cut, but it's in my brain. So guys, we just a show now. Them man are come to divide up the world. How can you tell all Cuban country we are dictator all Caribbean country? True on the mighty. Eh? I'm going to tell you this, you know, guys. You know what make them thing and them disrespect you can reach Jamaica? Because we don't know how to live off our one resource. We don't know how to do it. We used to could do it. Can't do it again. Because Jamaica is more to be dependent than independent. And that cause a whole heap of disrespect for reach Jamaica. You see, Jamaican government, the Jamaican government can't protect him own people, you know. Can't do it. You see me? Them can't do it. Because somebody have to end up bow to somebody. Somebody have to end up bow to somebody. You see me? We don't want no visa again, brother. I'm not sell out Cuba. Nah, sell out Cuba. But you don't know what happened. You see them later, them nowadays prime minister, yeah, and them leaders, yeah, them not care because you see when they run, them sell out the country and run again, everybody come as prime minister or as leaders then. Let me say leaders in general. Them sell out piece of the country and run again. Portia them sell out a part of the country and run again. One night time Portia buy one place down, I don't remember if I don't Discovery or somewhere down one place, Discovery Beer. Somewhere down our side there. And he take some whole heap of money to buy one big piece of land. And to his rainfall, the place was a swamp and she never know. Nobody know hear nothing about that, the piece of property there. We don't know if that the piece of property they turn a tap or turn a rare. You see me? Some of us are sure no. Now, since Trump now come in with film thing for say Hispanic people them have to run away, go back to their country, put them on plane, this and that, one little girl. They are school. Children them a mock her. I say, like, I go say it in a film one term. Say, go back to your country now, Hispanic. You're not ready to be in my USA. You're not ready to be here. Go back to your country. Oh now go on back. Little girl take it to heart, cause every day them tease her, the little girl take it to heart and go kill herself. Say, cause you, Donald Trump, the little girl take her own life. Because when she remember her parents and go there tell her and I show her upon all the phone and say, boy, this is the life where we are running from, you know. And we come to USA, I try to look a better life, you know. And only when she go remember the condition where she say, and know say she and her family must feel good help. I go end up find them and pat them up and send them back to their country. The little girl take it to her heart and alive herself, guys. A death like that is on the president's shoulder. And I thought Donald Trump himself. You see me? It might not come nowhere to you, Donald Trump. Because for people to be dying in America every day, you might say it is nothing to one little girl. One. Much less how much hundreds of people might be dying in America. No, might be dying in America on a daily basis. But let that little girl mean a lot to her parents. Little girl no want suffer. She's so bright enough to understand what is really going on, and her parents might tell her. She could have go home from school and I tell her parents what really are going to school, and them sit down and them just sad. Don't know what to do, what to tell her. Because a reality happened before them naked. Yeah, when they see people, heists attack with people. Little girl analyze herself. Want to listen to Virginia. It's a touching story. All because of the sake of one man come to divide the world. Or you have to come and want to divide the world. Eh? You make all Hispanic and Hispanic end up become enemies. You make Hispanic and other nation and people end up become enemies too. Because automatically we end up a go war against one another. Because the country them you want the country them to go against other countries who are nearby, who are nearby neighbors like we and Castro as Jamaican people. We've been there, we've been here long enough. We don't have no problem with no Cuban with their Jamaica. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna implant in Jamaica now? When we follow you and tell the Cubans, say, boy, I have to go home back, you know. I tell him and I tell we, say, as Jamaican people, you know, I tell the Prime Minister, say, listen, you need to deport the Cubans, you know. That him and I tell him man, say, for do, man. That him and I tell him man, say, for do, you know. We don't want no war with the US. We can't war with the US. But we can stand grounds and speak out for the right. Even though some people not gonna die for their right. People will sell you out. Can everybody make up their mind to die? Watch this clip, guys. I'm out.
This is a message to Donald Trump. Not just a few days ago, an 11-year-old little girl in Gainesville, Texas, her name was Joselyn Roo, took her life She killed herself because she was being tormented at school and bullied by kids that said that her parents were undocumented and ICE was going to come for her and for them and they were going to be deported. She took her life. I want you to remember that. Her name is Joselyn Roo. Her death is on your hands. You've managed to divide this country in such a way that people on your side of the aisle just hate anybody with a Hispanic surname. I want you to remember that, you sick son of a bitch, Joselyn Roo. Her death is on your hands. That's what you've done to this country. You've pitted people against each other, and that's just wrong. The only way we can survive as a nation is when we stand together on things that make sense and work. Work towards a better good for all of us, not just a few. Joselyn Roo. Remember her name when you go to